that's weak as hell. How are you feeling today? Everybody say, "Ayo!" One more time, say, "Ayo!" All right. Okay, who was here at the panel yesterday? Okay, so a lot of love, you feel good. Who's today's first day? See, okay, I like your energy, Ben. What's your name? Sarah. Everybody give it up for Sarah and her energy. I like it. I like your pigtails too. You got the Pippi Longstocking going. I like that's cute, Sarah. All right, y'all help me please. Welcome to the stage. Oh, it's a lot of people. We got Elijah, we got Quincy, we got Nick, we got Ben, we got Leo, we got Trent, and Marguerite. Y'all bring it up. Bring up the noise. Oh yeah. Oh, we got some Diaries. We got some Legacies. Oh, I'm feeling good. Yeah, y'all see. Come on in. I want to sit next to the cute lady. I really do. I'm sitting right here on the chair that's catty cornered.
Only lady, I'm gonna just assume I'm the cute one.
Oh yeah.
You are correct. Yes.
How again? One more time. How are y'all feeling today? Y'all excited? I really listen. I don't believe in boring panels. Okay, we're not gonna sit here and give you a therapy session. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna it's one. Nothing's wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you gotta get up and this show really did something to me. But it's today. It's a party. Okay, y'all down to party? You stand up. What's your name, baby? Yes, you. Destiny? Oh, Destiny. I believe that we're all here to find our own destiny. And I found you. So thank you so much for the energy. Thank you so much for the energy. All right, so I want to start with a question for our lovely panel here. The first time, okay, so these shows are pretty popular, as you can see. When you were first, when your family members saw you on the show, what was their opinion about your character on the show?
That's a great question.
I think it's pretty great too to start, right? Because you're only gonna get a few of these, the ones that make you think. After that, it's just gonna be fun. I'm gonna let them ask questions. But yeah, I think that's a good one.
My mom cried.
One more time for that. Let me get a big aw.
She cried when I told her I got booked. She cried when she saw me on TV. When I had my fairy episode, she cried even more.
I think we all cried at the fairy episode, man. That was beautiful.
It was so great. My dad was just happy I got a job.
Yeah.
So, it's good to balance that out.
Yeah, absolutely. How about you, Q?
Same. My mom, I almost didn't take the job because I was unfamiliar with everything. And I was like, Mom, should I take this Legacies thing? She was like, what's Legacies? I was like, it's the spinoff of this show. What show? This vampire show? And then I saw her eyes get wide, like, what? What vampires? And I'm like, the Vampire Diaries. She's like, Quincy, you're taking the job. I said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And then when they met MG, they thought he was a sweetheart. But my dad was like, why your character so soft? What are you so soft for? I'm like, Dad, he's got a heart of gold. He's like, nah, you need to go kick some ass, man. What are you so soft for? So he definitely liked the MG's later grittier sides. But yeah.
That's awesome.
I don't remember necessarily their reaction. I think I just remember them being watching it and being like, so what is happening on this show?
I think we all.
And what are you what is your role, son? And I'm like, I don't really know yet either. But
how did your family react to you being submerged in your father?
Well, no. When you climbed back into your father.
Yeah.
That was
2 minutes in and we're already back to that.
Yeah. I know. I did have to explain to them. I said, no, the goo is my dad, and I'm entering him with, but it's.
Oh, it's that kind of show.
Mom, I'm just submerging, relax.
And when you say goo.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Ben, how about you?
My parents were classic, just said, so we can't see your face. so anyone could be doing this, could they?
Right. Not at all. Oh, yeah, no. So how do we feel? No.
Boo this man.
3 years at university and you got a mask on. That's great. No, they loved it. They love everything. Yeah.
I will say I don't remember meeting Ben before I saw him in costume, and I remember having this delightful moment of seeing him on set in the makeup and being like, oh God, you're right, like you really got it, right? And then see him in person, like,
Oh,
are
God.
you? Oh, it's you. Oh, you're beautiful.
People always think I was trespassing. Like, what's
Right,
this
we're like,
security?
who is this guy shaking my hand? Right, and he's like, he's not from here, so what's he talking to me like
This
this?
dude just walked in my dressing room.
Right, like he knows my name, he's talking about the scene he was in with me, and he's a beautiful man. Look at him.
Thanks,
Absolutely. Leo?
I had that experience with you on set, by the way. I was like,
I think most people say.
Right? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
my mother watches everything that I do. It's
Aw.
so sweet, and it means a lot to me. And she watched this and she's like, okay. And I go, so what'd you think, Mom? She's like, well, I don't really like it, but, you know. All right, I appreciate the honesty. And the same thing, she's like, what's happening? I was like, well, I don't know either. So, yeah. And then just a disappointment to my dad.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm kidding. No, my dad enjoyed it as well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Trent, talk to me, man.
So my darling brother, he's like, yeah, man. So you killed someone pretty good. You killed them good, and then you got killed even better. So it kind of matches out, doesn't it? I'm like, yeah. And then my dad is like, he's like, so you booked the part? That's great. With that stupid long hair of yours? Okay, cool. Well, I guess that's working for you now, huh? And then I have longer hair, and he's like, well, it wasn't long enough. So what are you gonna do now? And then he's like, you better be nice to Nina and those people because they're successful. So you need to pay attention to what they're doing. Pay attention to what they're doing, And by the way, like if they're coming to the south of France, which my dad lives, he's like, talk to them. Maybe they need to buy a house. He's like, Dad, yeah. At the time, so there was that. And then my lovely sister's like, Trent, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. People in England, they love this show. Right now it's on Netflix and it's like top 10 on the streaming. So they just love you so much. And, so I'm a lucky dude.
Yeah,
I'm a lucky
man,
dude.
we all are. Absolutely. My
Well,
God.
I wrote on this show season
That's right.
1. So yeah, thank you.
Talk about it.
Thank you.
Talk about it.
So you want to talk
Multifaceted.
about dads and goo and things.
Yeah.
Imagine what the writer's room was like. Guys, you just don't want to know. So I don't really have an answer on that. I will say one Sheriff Forbes thing, which is because she was always really confused. They were like, she really doesn't know a lot, does she? Like, she's a little out of the loop. And I'm like, yeah, she doesn't really know a lot. So I think they were not impressed with her sheriffing skills, but they were very happy I had a job, as we all know.
That's awesome. Oh, I guess I should add. Well, I'll tell you, my sisters are the most fun part of this. I'm the oldest of 7, 8, and the oldest girl and the one under that. Yeah, 7 or 8. I can never get the number right. I'm
hilarious.
You lose
track after 3.
Well, listen, man. Somebody was a Rolling Stone, and they just keep popping up. No, no, but I remember Sierra and Serena, my sisters. I told them that they're like, what do you do? I'm doing this new show. It's like this vampire, and I hadn't really seen. I'd seen a little bit of the originals and a little bit of Vampire Diaries, and they're freaking out. And I've always been Chris, who acts and sings and does stuff, and they're like, oh, you did a good job, right? I'm a human being. I don't really talk to them as much until after season 1. It was like I was Caleb in real life. So I'd walk into a room and it's like, why you have to do that to MG, Chris? What? Why? He's a ripper. You understand what a ripper is? You're ruining his humanity. Like, I wasn't me anymore. Hey, can I get a number 5 with cheese? Oh, so now you want to eat real food. You want to eat. Like, they couldn't see me as the same person for a while. They were like, I want to say they were like 17 at the time, 17, 15. So they really, like, my 15-year-old sister's really taking this to heart because you remember when you were 15 and started the Vampire Diaries, right? Yeah, you understand this is real. Yeah, look, she said, yeah.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
It still is.
It still is. Yeah, it still is. I'm still mad at your ass. Like, that's how, So I had the experience of them really treating me like I was, like, I just felt like the hugs turned into side hugs after that, The kisses on the cheek were a little, okay, yes, Mary Kate, this is what I got. Oh, I got the worst Christmas gift that year. Oh my God. I got some socks for real. My sister got me some
Not
socks.
even nice ones.
Everybody got a t-shirt. I got socks. I'm not lying. I cannot.
He was like, I love you. You all right, big bro?
Right, yeah, right, exactly. You're right.
I love
I want to ask you guys, because, not to say, not to, some of us may believe that, you know, there are actual witches, actual vampires, actual werewolves that exist in real life.
There are.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So, but if it was confirmed and known generally, and you had to pick one of the factions to actually exist in real life, what would you choose and why? I want to start with you, my love. Between vampires, witches, and werewolves.
That's tough because I think my nature, I always feel like I'm kind of a dog in human clothing. Like my dog is sort of a human in dog clothing, and I'm
Right.
more of like a dog. So you would think I would pick a werewolf. And I don't want to be a vampire for a lot of reasons. I feel like I would just not feel great about feeding off people. I feel like
Not
that would.
necessarily what you would want to be, but what would you want? What would you be okay with existing?
Oh, existing.
You get what I mean? Yeah. Out of it, you don't have to be, but like
you know
if you know
what?
they're real, like.
Oh, that's a tough one because witches could be like use their magic for good.
You know what I'm
could
saying?
actually make the world kind of
So much better.
more and more amazing. But you can't depend that they'll all be good, as we all know.
Right.
So that's a problem. So probably for safety's sake, I'd probably say werewolves. Just because werewolves are just being.
Safety's sake?
Right.
I mean,
Right.
not for everyone.
It's
sorry.
once a month.
A
It's
bad
once
witch,
a month
a
that you have
bad
to worry
witch
about.
could do worse things than like one bad witch could do worse than a pack of like werewolves on a once a month. Is that?
Yeah, I
is
feel
that,
like a werewolf might be just like the equivalent of like,
Big
you know,
dogs.
getting hit by a car. I don't know, like you
Right, it's just
get,
fake.
you
It's
get
just
one bite, you're paying for 24 hours.
What-
and it's
What happened to
Yeah.
Jim?
you know?
Yeah.
Jim's late to school. What happened? Werewolf. Oh, werewolf.
the werewolf got him.
He's gonna get that.
Yes,
That's
Hey,
3
y'all,
days,
hey,
man.
y'all,
3
you
days
know, we
off.
gotta go to
walking
that. We
around
gotta
at
go to that
night.
house party somewhere on 10th Street. 10th Street, the wolves. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna go. Y'all go to man. We don't care about no wolves. We got the, you know, we got the thing. Oh, okay, all right. We gotta have wolf weapons.
Open up the trunk,
Yeah,
it's cloves
you know,
of garlic. And
Because you gotta think about it. With that, they're like, if something exists, you have to have the contingency plan for it. What's, you know, and we know what it is. You know what I mean? So that's it. But that's okay. I see you witches. Okay. What about you, Trent?
We're talking about known quantities. That's the problem. And by the way,
Yeah.
I do think probably a lot of these people are what they play. Because
Right.
you'll notice, like, 10 years have passed and they look.
You calling me a fairy?
They look better
You are a
now. They look more youthful. They look more gorgeous now than they did when they shot the show. I'm just saying. The thing with witches, you said they could. That's a roll of the dice I'm not willing to play.
Yeah.
Given the fact that we live in a society where people are pretty vampiric as it is, just on a karmic and a soul level, if you're gonna suck my blood, that's probably less bad. I'll go with the vampires for sure. At least they dress
vampires.
better.
They do. And there happens
It's
to
all
be,
about what it is on the
yeah,
outside.
I feel like
right?
there's also this through line of aesthetic with the vampires. They
Yeah.
all just
Yep.
sexy, right? Ain't they all just
The
there's something about
aloofness.
them.
I
Yeah.
do dig the aloofness.
Yeah.
I mean, I got drawn into this as well because it started with Interview with a Vampire for me as well.
Right, right.
You know,
Yeah,
that
make
whole-
some noise for the interview, huh?
Yeah, that elitism, you know, it's kind of cool.
What
I
you
don't know.
what you think, Leo? You look like you're pensive over
This
here.
one is staggering.
Isn't it?
This is a
It's-
very.
it's-
I'm going through
I'm
the
trying to
list.
give you the real good ones, you know?
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of like, you know, as people we tend to abuse things, right? Like
Yeah.
witches, it's a tough one because that's a lot of power and it's a lot of, you know, good things, but potentially a lot of mass harm as well.
Arguably, it's the most power, right? You
Right,
don't
abso-
have
I would say
vampires without
so.
a witch. You
Right.
don't have a werewolf without a witch.
Right. Vampires also inflict quite a bit of harm to the world and all that. I mean, what's the least of the evils, right? I was going to say, one at a time, though, witches can have this mass effect on people.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I think vampires, would be the least invasive
Yeah.
to our society.
This is how you know these are good people. They're coming from such a beautiful heart perspective. well, if the people are gonna die, we should.
Yeah.
It should be less people,
Well,
right?
initially, I took the question as the way you took it of what would I want to be.
No,
And
no, no,
initially,
no.
I was like, no vampires because living forever would be rough. Losing people, just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What a
anyway.
perspective. I love that.
Yeah, man. I'll rabbit hole
Yeah, no,
all
no, no,
day
yeah,
long,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I'll stay here.
I know you will.
Let's go next.
Ben, what you think?
What did you go with in the end?
Vampires?
Vampires, yeah.
Definitely, I'm sorry, but I think werewolves would be terrifyingly atrocious for society. I mean, imagine we're all just hanging here having a good time and this 2,000-pound dog comes running in here and he's like,
But
oh,
you would have to think.
let's
Hey,
get to
he
the
has a
bunker.
name.
You have to think. It's kind of like to me, if they've always existed and we kind of evolved with them existing. To me, they're more like a python or rattlesnake or something. You know what I mean? They're more like stay away, and like they're gonna be, and they move in a pack. Like you know, the snakes are over there. Don't go over there. You know what I mean? Those are the snakes. You know?
And they're dogs. It's like Clifford. You
Yeah.
know, like they're-
Everyone's got a little squeaky toy around their
You
neck
give
just
them what
in
they
case.
want,
You
you
know?
pat them on the tummy, they're going to be
I
fantastic.
can't afford that amount of lint rollers, though, and the smell you are not going to get out of your
Yeah.
car. So
And you gotta stay away because we're only picking one. We don't have witches. We don't have mythical items to be able to contain them like the chains. We don't know if we have that stuff. We just know we have a werewolf.
That's right, they
You know
hail
what
the
I mean?
moon and then they move on.
And that's that. And then they're good. You know, you can't be mad at them. That's you know.
Yeah, I'm werewolves all the way.
You werewolves all the way, Ben? Yeah, Team Wolf. Okay, 2 Team Wolf. All right. What about you, Nick?
I'll just say witches. What everyone say, I'll say witches.
Agreeable.
The logic is sound. What?
It's been discussed. I don't need it.
Okay.
Witches sound. Oh yeah, let
Witches
them
sound like the one.
Yeah, let them ride.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That's right. Q.
I feel like I've fallen in love with a couple of witches in my life, and they've always just been so wonderful. It's just something different when you walk in and Shorty got the incense running and she got her gemstones all set up and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh.
You know it's about to be a good time.
Right. She's about to
Yeah,
treat
put
me
a
like
spell on me.
She's about to treat me like a temple. You might be, bro. I've never been a temple before. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Your spell book.
I didn't think of
Yeah,
it like
frustrated.
that. When
You
you
know what
say
I'm
it like that, it's
You know
like,
what I'm
well,
saying?
yeah.
It's like it's so
Witch
easy.
me up.
Witch me up. She
I
got
like
the
how
voodoo.
like everyone went with how it would affect them societally.
Oh no.
He was like,
I'm
this
trying to
is
pull
what
up on Shorty like, hey Shorty, I noticed you got the grimoire out, Shorty. The grimoire. I heard you out
They
here.
started out as
You
an
said you-
Eagles
you out-
album, and it's going
You
south.
out here smelling like all kinds of herbs and spices, Shorty. Like, But yeah. I'm gonna go.
And you like 1,000 years old?
Yeah.
So I know
So
this you know what you're doing.
know something.
Should I need you to teach me something, Shorty?
That's amazing. All right, Elijah.
I DJ at a bar, so I'm out late all the time, and I think vampires would be a lot of fun to party with. So go with vampires.
Yeah.
And if you roll with a vampire, you might become one.
Right.
You pick and choose.
That's the thing. You get to. Do I really want to live forever?
Yes.
Some people do.
And it's what you said earlier with vampires, like vampires are always just hot.
They sexy.
got
They
so it's like
sexy.
so like yeah they feed, but at the same time like they care about society because they fly as hell. So it's
Yeah.
like it's not like they're gonna like
Yeah, they like the fashion. I mean, if you
over-
notice, all the eras of fashion were just they had it.
right.
They
We
really
do
did.
have to be careful though about that borderline Ubermensch problem. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna go any further than that, but like.
Well,
You
let's,
do have to ask, like,
well-
nowadays, when you're dating someone, you have to ask, like, where were you January 6th? But if you're dating a vampire, you gotta ask, like,
I got a couple
where were
days
you
for you.
during the Confederate War? Like,
Right.
what side were you on the Civil War?
we
Where
get
were
into a
you
whole-
in Germany?
You know what? You're right. You might not want to know who this is, but
So you
look,
spend
either they're
the last-
super evolved.
The last 5 decades living in Argentina.
I mean, it's like you are they trying to make Pangea great again? You know what I mean? Like, what?
Use the earth round.
You got to deal with a lot of stuff. All right, by round of applause, by the noise you make, I want to know if you guys are choosing as a whole vampires, witches, or werewolves that you want to exist. So make some noise for which order should I go? Because I feel like I don't want to set anybody up. Oh, okay. Vampires, make some noise. Okay. Werewolf, make some noise.
Hey, she had the
This
energy
woman
for
right
at least
here.
half of y'all.
What's your name? Amber's like you and four people. So I'm showing you love. I'm showing you love. Which is?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, okay. So now wolves are out. So you can only vote witch or vampire.
Sorry, Amber.
Okay. Wolves are out. Now you can only vote witch or vampire. Okay. Vampires. Witches. Ooh. I just think y'all are louder, but they're less of you.
It's less but we're louder, yep.
Yeah, so I think the vampires won. So y'all vampires are about to roam the earth, and that's the end of that. So I hope we're happy. All right, I want to open up questions to you guys. So if y'all got questions, Let's have, oh yes. Okay, we got oh, she said, I got one. What's up, baby? Come on up here. Can she be first just because she stood up with such
confidence?
Such confidence?
Go.
I want her to be first. Let's have her be first. You stay right there, baby. Stay right there. Somebody bring her up. I want her to be first because I love the energy. Yeah. What's your name?
Deanna.
Hi, Deanna.
Hi.
How you doing today?
I love you all.
Oh, we love you back. We love you back. What's your question?
I just wrote it down because I love Ben.
Hey.
Oh, Ben with the love. Ben with the love.
I do too.
I love
I've been rocking with Ben since 2015 in Rain with Gideon.
Let's
That's
go.
my favorite character.
Let's
You
go.
are like the best character that ever existed in that show, just letting you know. And
pay you
happy
later.
early birthday. I'm a December baby too, so happy birthday. My question is, what's kind of like your mindset from like going from like Rain to like this? Like, do you have to like, are you like, I'm Ben, I already know what I'm doing? Or are you like, I have to prepare to be like an evil man? Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, it's a big shift.
Yeah.
But no, it was kind of funny because I had spent so much time in makeup. Like I think I've talked about it before, like 6-7 hours. That's all the time you need to get into the headspace of the necromancer, and also because I think I was telling someone yesterday, all that stuff on your face all day, you become so frustrated because it's just, and like you've got claws, you can't like wipe your ass or anything. You've got to like get them to take them off, and it's a whole thing. You just get this immense frustration that builds up. So half the time I'd be sitting there going, you know, like, and that's all he was, really. So yeah, it was pretty easy at the end.
Good question. Thank you, Deanna. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, who we got next? I love the energy. Oh, I love y'all today. Make some noise for you. I know you had to get up early. I know you have flights. I know you might be missing work, so I hope it's fun today. I hope it's a lot of fun. Hell yeah, yes. Hell yeah. Everybody say hell yeah. I'm sorry, little babies and mamas and all that. Yes, we in the South, all you Christians and mamas, y'all don't like saying hell. I'm sorry. All right, what's up, girl?
Hi, I'm Natasha.
Hi, Natasha.
I love
Natasha.
you guys. Would you guys say you're similar to the characters you played? And if so, in what way?
Good question. Good question. Would you say, are y'all looking at me? Well, nah, I don't like Caleb. I'm so glad you do, and I'm not saying you shouldn't. I don't like how he handled things. I felt like he was a joy kill. I felt like if everybody's worried about something, he's just like, nah, it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? Like he wouldn't get with the program, and I always get with the program. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I'm a little more. He's way more introverted. I'm way more extroverted. If you can't tell. I don't know. I feel like we'd be friends. I'm not gonna say I don't like him. He's not. I don't think he's me. I think only thing we have in common is music. Other than that, you know, listen, I don't think
You're not the only one to think that. When you said he's a joy kill, this girl over here just started going,
Oh, dang, you're not supposed to agree. You're supposed to be like,
Yes, he
no,
was.
Chris Caleb's the best.
The words
Nah,
after joy
no,
kill.
but I think he was. I think he, like, look, MG is after Lizzie, and he's like, yo, bro, stop chasing Shorty. Like, there's plenty of witch in the sea. I don't know. Like, you know, I didn't know. But me, I'd be like, bro, die for that. Listen, that's your heart. That's your heart. Go for that. Don't settle for nothing that's like, we would just handle things differently, you know, in certain situations. That's my answer.
Well, I wasn't on the show, but I'm going to say I
Well, no, on your show.
Well,
On
I
your
do
show.
want to say I loved your character because no matter what, some of you sparkles through so much. Like I was like, you're like that sparkly guy. Like you're just like, oh, I just want to watch him. I want to watch what's he doing. So some of you was always going to come through. There's always going to be a little similarity because you got. Look what he does. He walks
because
into a
you're
room
such
and
a joy kill in real
Yeah,
life.
exactly. Right. So anyway, I think you came
Thank
across
you.
a little differently than you thought, Mister.
Oh, really? Do you think, am I wrong? Was Caleb cool?
Caleb was
There you
great.
go.
Yes.
It was great. I have said before that Sheriff Forbes didn't know anything for so long, and I am very similar in that way. My husband calls me an absent-minded professor because I can be kind of smart, and I can also be. He's like, you can also be a stone-cold idiot. And I'm like, yes, sir, yes, I can. So my husband, who I love, he means it with love. So I feel like she can be wonderful and also be like really clueless, and I feel like I have that in common with her.
Tell your husband I said, hey, she's smart.
No, he thinks I'm smart, but he's like, there's that part of you that's like, how could that happen from this person?
Right.
A little of that.
Only the one you love is allowed to say that.
That's right.
Yeah, I think for me, yeah, boy. Until I got this grace of like my liver transplant, I lived exactly the way my character did. I just thought that mortality was just a waiting game, and that I was expendable, basically to receive as much damage as possible, to be there for other people, and without thinking that was heroic, just to take as much damage as this earth can dish out, and then you leave your bodily shell, and then you get your rest. Now I feel distinctly different.
Good. That was beautiful. That was really beautiful. Hell yeah.
So
Hell
I guess
yeah.
I'll follow that. As just the generic high schooler, Ethan. Ethan very much, like, just kind of sucked at saving the day. I mean, he wanted nothing more to, like, be of service and help, and he just was not good at it at all. And so I particularly enjoyed that because I like playing awkward and kind of goofy and stuff. But that is unlike me because I feel like I'm always
Like you the shit. Like you gonna say today.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
try to.
Talk about it, brother.
Yeah,
we
you know,
believe you.
it's
Yeah.
Running into a house fire to save a dog.
Right. Listen.
True story. And then I love Quincy dearly, and so that was easy to play, and
Love you too,
I
man.
have that in common with Ethan. So, but I'm in the sports, football, not good. I'm terrible, and so that was a bit of a stretch for me.
What about you, man? You evil?
Disturbingly similar to my characters. Both of them, it's kind of a Jekyll and Hyde thing. So Ted, the nice guy, was kind of like me as a kid, just the sort of golden boy. They go, oh, Ben, he's so lovely. But
Yeah.
parents, my friend's parents just thought I was just a darling boy. And then when they leave the room, I was just a naughty little bastard who'd get into trouble all the time. So I guess I kind of really do live out both those characters, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What's you, Nick?
Yeah, I don't think I relate to Clark that much. It's,
No. The question wasn't do you relate, but are you like?
well, we're not related, obviously, but
You look alike.
yeah, spot on.
Y'all give it up for Nick just because I love Nick so much, bro. I just
Thank you
love
so much. But I think later on, like maybe just in the beginning, he's just like so, just immense daddy issues and wanting to kill Hope and all this stuff, and just not living as his actual self, trying to live for other people. And so I think later on in the seasons, like when he just wanted to be friends with Hope, that's probably when I was most like him, and I just wanted to be friends with Danielle as well. And and so
don't we all?
Yeah, so I think maybe later on a bit, but in the beginning, not so much.
For sure. Q.
Yeah, man. Dear Milton. I'd say we're alike in a lot of ways. I feel like when I got the role, I kind of like played a 3-year younger version of myself, which I was. That's pretty much what the gap was, I think, when I booked the role. And so, yeah, man, I don't know. I think I definitely put a lot of myself just in a very different situation. I feel like his relationship with just wanting to protect his found family was definitely one I related to. Like, I don't know. You guys ever had those really close friend groups that you make at school, and it's just like, man, it's like I love my family, but in our peership, we exist in this like on a lone island type of deal, and like I will ride for you guys. So I feel like I shared that. Yeah. Shout out to
Shout out for the island.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you, E?
I was Wade to a T. Wade,
Yeah.
Wade was Elijah in high school, like scarily so. with some of the details they would bring
Oh,
up.
yeah.
When I share when I tell people what I have in common with what Wade has in common with fairies, and it's like, you know, he's clean, he loves to sing, and there was something else. I was like, oh, did y'all read my diary? Even to the weird, like, spooky level of Wade keeps getting called the wrong name. You know, Wayne, Wesley, even Quincy would mess my name up during the scene. He called me Wed or something. I still to this day get called Isaiah, Isaac, Ezekiel. One of my best friend's dads is sure my name is Moses. He know it's like in Old Testament something, and he'll ask my friend like, hey, how's Moses doing?
Hey, where's Ecclesiastes at?
Waiting for like his dad to be like, I'm just kidding, but it's like, oh no, that's okay. So we just gotta keep that rolling. So yeah, me in high school is Wade.
Very good, very good.
Wayne, bro, killed the whole set for the whole show, bro.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, Wayne.
That was good times. Thank you for your question, my love. Thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
so I think we got about 10 minutes left, so we're going to speed through these answers. I want to get 2 more questions in. How you doing, love?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. So going off of, if you weren't here for yesterday's panel, we're going to stick with the food-related questions.
There we go. You had a good one, too, yeah.
This one's a little easier, but what was your go-to snack on set?
Oh, great question.
Peanut butter apple sandwich. Yeah, I would put that mug on bread. Yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all ain't never been on a set for 13 hours, boy. You do some things.
Mine was seaweed. I never had it before, but we used to have the seaweeds, little, what do you call them? Seaweed slices? The thin
Nori
snacks. Yeah, man. I hadn't had them, and then I blah, blah, blah. Like, the box was gone. Yeah, that was mine. What about you guys? Did you have a go-to snack?
Mine was Listerine tabs because I was constantly screaming in people's faces, and I had teeth in my mouth, and I like fake teeth, so I couldn't eat.
Nah, that's real.
I'm a walnut guy. I love a walnut. I like almonds as well. I will tolerate cashews, red pistachio nuts, white pistachio nuts.
It's like a personality trait of you. It's like,
Can I just say I'm exactly this? That's my answer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like
But
nuts.
I might start with an almond and then move to the walnut.
Yeah.
so there's levels to this.
You know,
to the
you don't
nut
have
game.
that often, but sometimes on a plane you get the hot nuts. That's special.
Oh yeah, it's good. So are you also a lagoon?
Hot
Like would you go to the
nuts.
lagoons as well?
Excuse me?
The lagoons, when you go there as well.
100%, I'm a legume lover. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
all
what
right.
they say about you. I don't know what that means. Peanuts. Hold on. Let me try. Nuts.
Aw,
M&Ms.
very good.
Peanut M&Ms every day.
Impressive.
I took my entire per diem to this wonderful restaurant called Leon's Full Service in Decatur. Excellent place if you get a chance to go. And I just said, feed me and drink me. And I had them.
Come again?
I had them they make this pork rillette. It's like a pate and some nice toast. And I would bring that to set. And people are like, where'd you get that from? And I'm like, it's mine. Would you care to have some? What is it? It's parts of a pig kind of slowly pushed together and pulled apart and then pushed back together. Oh, no. Thank you. That's what I had.
See, that sounds great to me.
I can't wait to tell somebody, feed me, drink me.
Feed me and
like
drink
that's,
me.
That's my new go-to.
Amen.
Can I get that on a t-shirt
Nick,
with your
absolutely.
face, Trent?
Nick, talk to me. Snack.
Oh, I just like trail mix a lot.
Trail mix,
Yeah.
very good.
So,
Yeah.
Could have guessed.
That's why you look good in that suit. That's why you look good in that suit. Don't he look good in that? Oh, she said.
Coulda
he said,
guessed.
yes, he does. Yes, he does. Oh.
Do you
I
eat the
promise
raisins?
She said, oh, yes, he does.
Or do you
eat
pick
raisins?
the raisins out? Is there anything you pick out of the trail mix?
No, I like it all.
I agree.
I'm not,
Nick,
yeah.
you don't discriminate against the mix?
No,
That's
no.
very good. A lot of
Yeah.
people ain't like that. I think people don't like a raisin. You know,
They
listen.
treat it like a M&M's hide and seek. Like it
They
just-
do.
yeah.
Yeah, they do. Great question, my love. Great
Yeah,
question. We
thank
got
you,
time for
thank
one
you,
more?
thank you.
Yeah, I got time for one more. Anybody? I got time for one more
we
question.
got time.
At least we got time.
We got
He didn't say
time.
nothing.
Answer
Come on up.
again.
Oh,
They didn't say
come on
nothing,
up here,
yeah.
girl. Listen, we gonna take it.
Hi, my name's Michaela.
Hey,
Hi,
Michaela.
Michaela.
Y'all, I love seeing y'all every time. If there's anything you could change in any of the seasons, what would you change?
Change.
There's
Anything?
I would change.
Like if someone died, or the way someone did something, or the way your character did something.
From the show.
I say this with all the love in the world to my creatives and my writers and everyone who creates and writes and comes up with the best ideas. I would never become a dragon. Ever.
And my regret is that Caleb didn't turn into a dragon.
Full, like a full
Obviously,
dragon. Right.
obviously.
She wants the full dragon. I want none at all. I would never. Do you know how difficult it was to get on set and be like,
And it wasn't me. How come I didn't turn you into
I
a
know.
dragon?
Yeah, now that's different. If you came to me and said, Chris, I need you to be a dragon, I'd say when, where, and how. Feed me, drink me. That's what I would do. But yeah, that's mine. That's what I would change. What about you guys?
Instead of asking Elijah for forgiveness and to be set free, which he knows isn't the case, I just would have looked him in the eye, and I asked the director, and they said no. I was like, can I just say it's time, get on with it?
Ooh, compelling.
And then what happened? Is that when you got
Oh,
decapitated?
decapitation.
Yeah, just
Decapitation.
Just a bit
Swift.
of a bit of a side
You
note.
know it's coming.
Yeah, we were getting to know each other yesterday, and Trent and I didn't know what parts we played on what shows and things like that. And so he's kind of filling me in, and then he's like, oh, and blah, blah. And then I got decapitated. I was like, dude, me too. And then I was like, and then Ben's over here. I'm like, yeah. And Ben's like, he's the one who did it. I'm like, he did. He's like, yeah, hi. And then it's like everyone's like bonding over how they died, and yeah. Anyways.
I was invisible a lot. So, I don't know, and then I died. But, you guys got to see Klaus because I died, right?
They're so happy about your
They're
death.
so happy. They're like,
they didn't take that the way we intended.
Hey,
They didn't-
off with his head.
I wish you could have died twice so we could have seen him
Yeah. Could you have died earlier and quicker, please? So, I don't know. I probably would have been invisible less, maybe. That probably would have been my choice.
Less creeping.
Yeah, less lines from an invisible place in the set.
Did I leave a window open in this bathroom?
Swear to God, yeah, that was, yeah. Yes.
What would I change? I wouldn't change anything, but what I would add was that I think the very first episode, I was in the bar. What's the bar in New Orleans that they go to? Yeah, and I talk about being old friends with Klaus, so I kind of think the Necromancer and Klaus at a Mardi Gras party would be kind of fun too.
It's a hell of a party right there.
Cool.
Yeah,
There's the spin-off.
Yeah, the spin-off.
There it is.
Yeah, maybe I don't know what needs. Maybe I wish I could have seen more than just me ending up with Trudy, probably. But just a bit more could have been nice. And also maybe I just have awkward memories of my birthing scene, and
Don't we all?
and yeah, like looking up into my Gollum dad's face and seeing the man behind the mask, and like looking into his eyes and being like, just being like, what is happening? Yeah.
Submerge me, feed me, drink me.
Yeah. Oh man.
As I submerge back into my father. IQ. Man, I was really excited to get like the proper Ripper arc that never happened. So I don't know, cause I just saw like, especially like, I don't know, like seeing like, Kaylee go like full Dark Josie and stuff like that. I was like, what if there was just a time where like, Hope got her humanity off. I was like, I want to be in that club, bro. And like, what if it was like 3 rogues of the main group just out and like, maybe not even working with each other, but like, there was just like threats that we all had these tender connections to, and they're all characters flipped on their head. I thought that would have been cool, for sure. So, yeah.
I would have changed season 5 from not existing.
That's the bad. Do we like that one?
I would have. We all wanted just one more. Give us a chance to close everything out properly.
Yeah, no, for sure. I want to come back to you as a writer. Has there ever been any like decision you made that after like looking, back in hindsight, like, oh, you know what? I actually would have made this part of the story. I actually would have added this or taken this out. Have you ever had that moment on any of the shows?
I probably have, but what happens is the script is I care so deeply. You want to read something wonderful. We care so much in the room, whereas in love with these characters is it's possible to be. But then these wonderful people embody those characters, and then we see these scenes, and like you had that idea, maybe that line didn't get in, but that intention would come in.
Yeah,
and so what happens is we end up seeing something that isn't exactly what we wrote, which is sometimes just better or different or more evolved because more hands have been on it, more caring hands, more brains on it. So it's surprising how little. Most of the time it's that you don't have time, especially in these shows when it's not like cable or not like streaming rather, where you can be 47 minutes or 62 minutes. For this, it was so tight for time, you would have to sometimes cut things that broke your heart because there was so much good work left that you guys didn't see. So it was much more, I think, about that than regret. Because I think once it was in everybody's hands, some really wonderful, wonderful things happen when you spent 7 hours in that chair, but my God, what you did. All that stuff was, it's hard to regret when you get to see the finished product.
That's amazing. That's like the best answer.
May I ask a follow-up as well? Were there times for you when people were kind of like, oh, I'm not sure, and you've written it, and you kind of know the kernel of truth is there, and maybe there are questions around you, and then it realizes itself? Do you have those moments, and how did they feel?
In terms of as a writer on set?
As a creator.
Well, again, it helps when you have partners who you can say, look, here's where we were coming from, here's where we're going to, here's this emotional truth we're trying to get to. I also, having been an actor, am a little less attached to the words being exact, because I want it to feel good coming out of the actor's mouth. And so unless you've got to really hang on to something really tightly because it'll screw up something down the line, there's a little flexibility to have. So yeah, I think what happens is that sometimes you just put do a little breadcrumb trail, and people go, oh, you don't have to feed anything to people, but just say, here's what the intention is, and then these smart actors get it, and it happens, and it's wonderful,
That's beautiful, man. Did we answer your question? Okay. Thank you. Very good, very good. Do I have time, do I have time? Tell me if I got time. They said, go. Get. Y'all, did y'all have fun? Was this an okay panel? I don't believe you. Is it all right? Thank you. Please. I hope y'all have an amazing rest of the day. And please keep this energy up all day. We're going to see you with autographs, photos, all kind of stuff. Thank y'all so much. We love. Bye. See you. Clap your hands, y'all. Clap your hands, y'all. We love y'all. Bye.